looking forward to in the near future that is exciting?
The near future, it's always hard to know what the near future is. One of the things we've done in the lab is to take a very, very long view, 20, 30-year view, so the near future is 5 years or more. Two things, I think. One is the change in technology. The very first work we did in this area, I used to drive around with a transit full of equipment, huge arco projectors, computers, video discs, vast amount of stuff. Now, at this event here and at others, I turn up with an attaché case and I've got a webcam, a PC, with everything else in it. 5 years' time, that's all in my pocket as my phone. So we're doing a lot of work on mobile phone-based technology. We're assessment things, we're looking at people rediscovering their learning through mobile and pocketable devices, and we're looking at creativity through mobile devices. One big strand of what excites me is that mobile future, and what it does to learning, what it does to community, what it does to people, and what it does to tool building, because those little devices haven't got any decent tools at all. When I first got my computer, I could create things for it, make things on it. I can't do that for my phone. Second thing that excites me is the whole space around identity. Identity, I think, is the most important thing in learning. It also happens to be the most important thing in technology, and I think as those two merge together, people using that identity to build communities, to be members of communities of practice, to share and exchange and collaborate and create and work with each other. I think we're just seeing the very beginning of all that with some of the really large-scale projects we've been running in the lab. Over 20,000 teachers in the community together is pretty exciting, but taking the identity of that person and mapping it onto different and overlapping communities and seeing how that works, I think for me is exhilarating. So if you combine pocketable technology with a certain audit trail of identity, put those two together, and I think you've just got the most extraordinary future, unimaginably exciting.
Can you give like a scenario of what that could look like?
A child, as we've already seen, using their pocketable mobile devices on our Aviva project to capture the learning journey that they're engaged in during the year and provide evidence of the progression of their learning, and to provide a place where their peers and their teachers can offer support and mentorship. That all works incredibly well through pocketable devices, but knowing who it is that I'm working with and knowing who it is I'm taking risks with. I want to take risks with this person because he's my mate, and when we've got our work sorted out, then I want to share it with this bigger group of people because they're my friends, and I really don't want this larger group of people that's my audience to see it until later. Being able to map my identity onto those different groups in a way that allows this group to be my swimming club, and that group to be my family and friends, and this group to be me and my parents, or this group to be me and my mate, and that, allowing those different overlapping communities, you really, really, really do need to be absolutely certain about I am who I say I am. And that audit trail of identity is a very murky business at the moment. Stands massively in the way of a lot of work. I guess looking at the camera and being filmed with here, triple CCD, cool piece of kit. That's the camera I'm going to have in my telephone before the decade's out. Which means that suddenly everybody's a broadcaster, everybody's Kate 80, everybody has the chance to make and create and contribute. And I think what's happened with computer technology, and it's struggled to happen, is that it's built a model of symmetry. Television gave you stuff and you watched it passively. Computers give you stuff and you contribute and put back in. Kids have already discovered a kind of peer-to-peer, file exchanging, viral sort of world where everybody's a contributor, where the parity of esteem and contribution is equal across the whole community. Seeing that starting to map onto all our information lives and our learning lives, so that television is somewhere where you put your news and receive other people's news and see high quality news, is enormously exciting. Pocketable devices with enormous power, genuinely audited identity, put the two together and you've got not just a fabulous learning future, but you've got a fabulous future for families, for communities, for regions, for countries, for cultures, absolutely for everything. Or you've got a nightmare bottle of imposition. We've got to choose which way we want to go.